Have you ever wondered why the people who hurt you the most were the ones you gave the most love to? Why the person you poured your heart into twisted your kindness into weakness, drained your spirit, and left you questioning your worth? Why you kept attracting people who pretended to love you, only to break you in ways that words can't explain? It's not because you're broken. It's not because you're naive. And it's certainly not because you deserved it. It's because you carry something rare, something divine, something that narcissists, manipulators, and emotionally wounded souls are magnetically drawn to. You carry light, deep, healing, soul-activating light. And that light is not just beautiful, it's powerful. So powerful that those who live in spiritual darkness feel it before you even open your mouth. They feel your frequency. They sense your purpose. And even if they don't consciously understand it, something inside them knows you were chosen, set apart, covered by something they cannot imitate, yet desperately want to control. You didn't just end up in the wrong relationships. You were spiritually targeted, not because you're weak, but because you're powerful in ways you haven't fully realized yet. Narcissists are not drawn to just anyone. They seek out the soft-hearted, the deeply intuitive, the naturally healing souls who radiate truth without trying. You didn't fall for them because you were desperate. You fell because they mirrored your light. At first, it felt like love. It felt like being seen, known, understood. But that wasn't love. It was performance. They studied you, mirrored your wounds, your dreams, your values. They wrapped themselves in your reflection and presented it as a soul bond. And because your heart is pure, you believed it. But over time, the mask slipped, and what was once connection turned into confusion. What felt like love became control. Your intuition started screaming, but you stayed silent, hoping, praying, trying to fix what was never yours to fix. And that's the part that hurts the most. You weren't just betrayed. You were emotionally manipulated by someone who never truly loved you, but deeply needed what you carried. Because narcissists don't love you, they consume you. They drain you. They steal your energy to feel alive. They're not drawn to your looks or status. They're drawn to your essence, your empathy, your radiance, your spirit. And when they can no longer feed off of you, they discard you like you never mattered. And if you've been through this, if you've ever loved someone who made you feel invisible, confused, unworthy, you're not alone. You're not crazy. You're not broken. You're awakening. You're starting to remember who you are. You're starting to feel the truth you always knew deep down. This wasn't love. This was warfare. You were never meant to be the one begging for breadcrumbs. You were never created to be someone's emotional dumping ground. You were sent here with a purpose too big, a calling too high, and a soul too deep to stay in places that require you to shrink. But because you are loving by nature, you stayed. You hoped. You prayed that your love would heal them. You saw their brokenness. You touched it. You tried to help them find light by giving away your own. And they took it, all of it, until you were left depleted, confused, questioning yourself. But what they didn't know was that their attacks were only waking you up. Every moment they tried to twist your reality, you got closer to your truth. Every time they made you feel small, the deeper part of you started to rise. Every silent tear, every sleepless night, every moment you doubted your worth, It was all sacred because something inside of you, something divine, was being reborn through the very pain meant to destroy you. And now, you're starting to feel it. The shift, the awareness, the refusal to carry what was never yours. You're starting to see that boundaries are not selfish. They are holy. That walking away is not weakness. It is wisdom. That your healing isn't just about moving on. It's about reclaiming your energy, your light, your voice. You're remembering that your love was never the problem. Your love was sacred. It was pure, but it was placed in the hands of someone who couldn't hold it with care. And now you know, not everyone deserves access to your heart. Not everyone deserves to sit at your table. Just because they wanted your energy doesn't mean they honored your soul. And you've spent enough time trying to prove your worth to people who were never ready to receive it. You don't owe explanations to people committed to misunderstanding you. You don't owe second chances to spirits that only brought you confusion and pain. You don't owe your energy to relationships that left you drained and questioning your value. You owe yourself peace. You owe yourself clarity. You owe yourself the kind of love you kept giving away to people who never earned it. And the truth is, your healing scares them. Your clarity threatens them. Because when you start to choose yourself, they lose control. When you stop chasing, apologizing, explaining, or shrinking, everything shifts. You stop living in survival mode. You stop being a source of energy for people who only come to drain you, and you begin to return to your rightful place as someone chosen, empowered, protected, and aligned with divine purpose. Because your healing is not just personal, it's ancestral, it's spiritual, it's generational. You are not just recovering, you are rewriting the story. You are breaking chains. You are ending patterns. You are closing doors that should have been shut generations ago. And in doing so, you are creating space for peace, for love, for clarity, for destiny. So no, you were not weak. You were loving. You were not gullible. You were compassionate. You were not foolish. You were brave enough to believe in someone who didn't yet believe in themselves. But now, you believe in you. You believe in your voice, your worth, your path, and you're no longer sacrificing your soul just to keep someone close. If they cannot honor your light, they do not deserve your presence. If they only come to drain, confuse, or control, they do not get access to your energy. This is your shift. This is your rising. This is where the version of you who kept tolerating pain quietly walks away, and the version of you who knows your power takes the lead. Because you're not here to be consumed. You're here to be honored. You're not here to beg for love. You're here to embody it. You're not here to keep proving your worth. You are worthy. And the ones who tried to break you, they only revealed how unbreakable you are. Type 111 if your soul feels this, because this is more than just a message. This is a divine reminder. You're not just healing, you're becoming untouchable, and they'll never be able to dim a light that came from God. You're not here to survive them. Your healing is your rebellion. Every step you take toward peace, toward inner wholeness, is a quiet revolution that challenges everything they tried to do to you. They wanted you bitter, broken, small. But here you are, still healing, still growing, still choosing love over hate, peace over revenge, purpose over pain. So let them resent it. Let them roll their eyes. Let them rage silently at the fact that you're still standing. Let them whisper about you behind your back. None of it matters, because your healing is not just for you. It's watering the ground beneath your future. Every tear you cried is growing something sacred, something they will never understand. You didn't heal to prove anything. You healed to protect your assignment. And whether you know it yet or not, you were born with one. A sacred mission written into your soul before you ever took your first breath. You might not remember exactly when it first called to you, but it's been there, whispering in your gut, pulling you toward truth, toward creativity, toward love, toward something more. Maybe you thought it would be loud or dramatic, but your purpose often speaks in subtle ways, through intuition, through longing, through the pain that refused to let you settle. And that purpose, that quiet yet powerful mission, is why the enemy came for you so hard. Because you are chosen, and chosen ones are always targeted. Here's what most people don't realize. The enemy knows he can't cancel your calling. Your mission is divine. It's been written in a place higher than any darkness can reach. So instead of trying to erase your purpose, the enemy tries to distract you from it. And one of the most devastating and effective distractions is the narcissist. They don't always show up as the villain. They don't always look like a threat. Sometimes they show up as the one you thought was sent from God, the one who said all the right things, the one who made you feel seen for the first time. They come as lovers, mentors, best friends, even family members, people you trust, people you admire. And that's what makes it so dangerous, because you open your heart, your time, your soul, only to be met with confusion, manipulation, chaos, betrayal. At first, you think it's just miscommunication, that if you just love them better, more gently, more patiently, everything will be okay. But slowly, you begin to lose pieces of yourself. You're not smiling the same. You're questioning your intuition. You're feeling foggy, anxious, unsure. You begin walking on eggshells. You begin doubting your voice. That's not love. That's spiritual sabotage. That's a trap. Because while you're spinning in circles trying to fix someone who doesn't want to be healed, your purpose sits quietly in the background, untouched, waiting for you to remember who you are. This is what narcissists are sent to do. Drain your energy, steal your focus, confuse your mind, break your heart just enough to keep you too exhausted to rise. Because if they can distract you long enough, they don't have to defeat you. You'll defeat yourself by staying in situations that are beneath your calling. But you were never meant to stay stuck there. You were meant to wake up, to see through the illusion, to remember the truth. You are not here to rescue narcissists. You are not here to save people who choose to stay broken. You are not here to bleed for those who would let you die emotionally just to feel powerful. You are here to fulfill purpose. You are here to embody light. You are here to rise. And sometimes, that rising comes through the hardest lesson of all, learning to walk away from what you once believed you couldn't live without. Letting go isn't weakness. It's wisdom. It's spiritual maturity. It's divine protection. Because the more you try to carry someone who is sent to sabotage you, the further you drift from your divine path. You can't heal while constantly defending yourself. You can't create while constantly trying to survive someone's chaos. You can't build your legacy while constantly rebuilding yourself after their storms. Sometimes love looks like staying, but sometimes love looks like leaving, so that both of you can face your own reflection, so that you can reclaim your life, so that you can finally breathe again. And when you walk away, that's when your real power begins to rise. That's when they realize you weren't the weak one. You were the light, the anchor, the peace, the one thing they couldn't control. And that's what drives them mad. Because narcissists don't just want to hurt you. They want to erase you. They want to see you so broken you can't recognize yourself anymore. They want to be the reason you stop believing in love, stop trusting your heart, stop moving forward. But you didn't stay broken. You didn't give them that satisfaction. You rose, and not just barely. You rose in beauty. You rose in clarity. You rose in strength. You rose in purpose. And that's what they hate most. That after everything they did, you still shine. You still laugh. You still walk in peace. You still glow. You still speak truth. You still choose love. And every time they see that, every time they realize they couldn't destroy you, it eats at them. Because deep down, they wanted to be your downfall. They wanted to break you so badly that you'd never find yourself again. But instead, they became the reason you found yourself deeper than ever before. They became the trigger that woke up your gifts. They became the fire that burned away your illusions and made room for your true self to emerge. What they used to wound you, God used to awaken you. You didn't just survive. You transcended. And that kind of transformation can't be faked. You don't look like what you've been through, but the wisdom you carry speaks louder than your scars ever could. Every lie they told about you became fuel for your truth. Every time they underestimated you became fuel for your breakthrough. Every moment you were silenced became sacred ground where your voice returned stronger. And every tear they caused became oil for your anointing. You are not the same. You are not bitter. You are not broken. You are fortified. If you've made it through narcissistic abuse, understand this. You are not weak. You are chosen. You are spiritually protected. You are divinely covered. Narcissists may be skilled manipulators. They may be charming, persuasive, even convincing, but they are no match for a soul that knows its divine origin. You are not here to play small. You are not here to shrink. You are not here to live your life in reaction to other people's dysfunction. You are here to disrupt every generational curse, every toxic cycle, every dark pattern that tried to claim you. You are here to rise with eyes wide open, heart open, spirit clear. You are here to reclaim everything they tried to bury. And if this message reached you at the perfect time, that's not coincidence. That's alignment. The divine knows exactly when your soul is ready to remember what was forgotten. So if your heart is burning right now, if your spirit feels seen, if your eyes are wide open, and your soul is nodding in quiet agreement, type 111 in the comments. Let it be your declaration, your confirmation, your anchor. This is your moment. Your healing is real. Your light is rising. And no matter what they tried to do, God is not finished with you.